Good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Rico's Lounge. Hope you guys are doing all right. I know life has been lifing for everybody, including myself. Personally, I shot this video a week ago. I didn't like how somber it was. I been through some things, lost a friend, colleague. So my condolences to his family, his friends, his loved ones, things like that. So when I shot the video, I had a lot of good information that I did because this is probably gonna be more teaching, but I wanted the video to also have my personality, like you guys been seeing in the last few videos and everything else like that. So let's move forward. Is the red pill dead? Some of you probably wondering how did I come up with this topic. Some of my subscribers, they probably don't really know too much about this stuff, or they only know like the mainstream stuff. So how I came to this topic was that I was watching Abba and Preach, and they were talking about the demonetization of Fresh and Fit again. But they have an ongoing beef with them, and the space that they come from, they're not a fan of the red pill space, and I respect their opinion and I understand it. I just don't necessarily agree with it, and these are the things why that I'm going to get into. So because they said that, it made me say, you know what? Because it was part of my journey. Like some people call me somewhat red pill, things of that nature, and it's because of things I've been through. But as I'm learning, because YouTube works really fast, I shot this video a week ago. I would put it out a week ago. It's funny because other people are kind of covering it. They're talking about it. So you could say I missed the boat, but like I said in the beginning of the video, that's why I missed the boat. So I decided before I tackled this topic was to do some research. Like, what is truly the red pill? Because for something to be dead, you got to understand the life of it and how it came about somewhat. I mean, there's a lot of different people that will tell you different variations, but and it's not saying that it's not true. It's just it's so much information and so saturated on how it all started. This video would probably be a 4 or 5 hour video, and I know nowadays most people barely have the attention span of some of my longer content. So I'm not gonna bore you with that. I'm just gonna give you the quick things of as I did the research and the things I found. And some of the stuff I had to actually write down, note down, jot down because I did not want to forget or I didn't want to misspeak. So as I as I went through this, I went through different videos, and I realized there were two, two more pills besides the pills that the mainstream said, right? And it's funny because they just recently added a new pill. So, what are the pills you're wondering? What drugstore is this you're wondering? So, okay. So, you have you have your blue pill, your black pill, purple pill, red pill, and now recently introduced. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams, the after pill, right? So now we have five pills. So from my original video, I had four. Now we have five. So you wonder, what are these five? So I realized that these pills are similar to stages of grief. As most people discover this in the dating world. And to me, the red pill is not dead, it's just a stage of grief if you look at it in its totality. Because, like how when I was looking at the history, shout out to Psych Hack, he actually did a very good, that's what kind of also motivated me to do this video as well, because he explained it the best way, like the best way of what red pill truly is and what it should truly be. But I turned around and I put them. I even wrote down the order that I feel that they should be. So because the after pill's not in my notes, I'm going to insert it in. So the true order of the pills to me is the blue pill, black pill, purple pill, and red pill. So like I did in the original video, and it's crazy because now, because I have we have a new pill that was just introduced, because I found this. Let me focus the camera right here so you guys can see. Even though they said there's 12 stages of grief, I found these 5 right here. Now, even though the red pill to me is out of order, but it stuck out to me because the purple, right? Which I said there's a purple pill. So I'm going to explain that now. So let me go back to my note as far as the pills so we know what they are. You got your blue pill. You got pretty much your blue pill is, fairy tale wedding. The guy always gets the girl in the movies, Disney, all of that kind of stuff. Happy ever after, if you will. Right? And then you have your black pill, right? Excuse me. Yeah, black pills when you believe in hypergamy, your genetics determine if you get women and all that kind of stuff. And no matter what you do, you have to accept the pecking order of what you are. And then you have purple pill. Purple pill is like when you're starting to receive the truth, when you're trying to figure out what's going on, but you're still trying to bargain, negotiate, right? And then you have your red pill, right? And I'm going back to the chart real quick because I know I'm toggling back and forth. You got your red pill, and then you have your after pill. So your blue pill is denial, right? As far as the chart goes, you deny that things do happen to people and things of that nature, as far as relationships, single parents, child support, going through those type of ringers and rigor mortises with that, so when you go through all that, you're denying that it's happening to you. And then your black pill, anger, right? You're angry at the situation. And so what happens is, just like myself in my journey, when I started going through all this stuff, I would watch this red pill content, because that's what it was called. And I'd be like, yeah. F them 304s and I hope they choke on chicken bone and all that. Like, I hope they get 17 more babies with 18 baby daddies, or just that rage, like. And then got into the purple pill stage, which I bargained. Like, yeah, some of these is true, and they are right, because you keep on living, you go in the world, you see these things. Yeah, that's true. I could see that and everything else like that. But you still hold on to the hope of that happy ever after and all of that kind of stuff. And then you truly take in the red pill, right? Which is a little bit of a depression, because the more you learn something that's true, at times the more depressed you have, because you had an idea of how the world works or whatever the situation is. Because this don't even have to be as far as the space as these pills, as I'm explaining. This is a across the board life situation, but I'm just using it in the context of that. So as you find the truth, you do are depressed. You do get depressed and go through depressions, different stages and things like that. Now your after pill, and I just now noticed this in real time, that the bottom of this says acceptance, also known as after pill. Now, with the Coach Greg Adams, what he was talking about, and it seems like the content that I've grown into, because I moved away from a lot of the red pill content, even though I still like them. It doesn't. They do give good information, and they serve their purpose. But the after pill, that's where I feel I'm at to an extent. I'm teeter tottering between the red pill and the after pill. And the after pill is when you just, you walk your path. Like you see things for what they are, you accept things for what they are, and you can't change the whole world. And it's not saying you shouldn't strive to. If that's your goal, then you should strive to your goal. Whatever your goals are, you should strive for them. I'm just saying, like um Belly. I don't know, it's an older movie, but when Nas and DMX was in a restaurant having a conversation, and Nas was saying, like I don't feel you gotta, and I may be misquoting because I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but the premise of the idea was you ain't gotta change the whole movement. You just gotta do your part. Do what's right. Like, do the things that you do, knowing the truth and understanding the truth, and knowing how to move and navigate. That's pretty much what Nas was saying to DMX. Because even though he had a purpose, I'm not gonna spoil the movie. It's a good movie. Check it out. But when DMX was talking to him, he was like, "Oh, what the minister was saying is true." Like he was all in it, and I just felt that conversation is kind of like probably the equivalent of a red pill talking to an after pill. Now that I put all these thoughts together, that it seems like that's what the conversation is, and I think that's where a lot of people that dislike the red pill, that's where the disconnect is. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people watch red pill content when they're black pill rage. Now, I know there is a small community that just rocks with the black pill. Everybody has their own different things. So, not discrediting them, their thoughts, because that's their belief, and that's their belief, and that's fine. I just realized it's all these pills combined that make you who you are as a person. And the same thing with these pills is the same stages in life. Like referring back to the blue pill, you are exposed to blue pill as a guy or even as a person when you're young, when you play make believe, cops and robbers, things of that nature. The good guy always wins and all of that stuff. That's all blue pill. It's not just the dating. It's not just the simping, if you will. And shout out to Ekman Man. He got a new acronym in it, and it sounds like Simps, but that's a whole nother topic. That's not what we're here for. But that's not what I'm using right now. I'm just using the regular Simps. How they word. That's the word that they use. That's where the simping comes from, because that's what you with a child. Your parents try to shelter you from the harsh realities of life, you know. And so that's where your blue pill all comes from, right? Just like I said before, but it's just to go back and understand that, you know. So people think you just jump from blue pill to red pill. That's not, it's stages. And when I was telling you, when I was in my rage stage, and like I said, the more of a black pill stage, red pill content is not good for people in that stage. I can honestly say that, because the reason why, it felt like I I went to the top of the mountain to learn kung fu. Got the old man. Because the old man is always away from the village and all that. He's never in the village. He's up in the mountains and all that. But he know all the kung fu and all of that. Learning this content is like learning like kung fu, all that stuff, right? So you get these talking points and all of that stuff, but just like intel in the military, all that stuff, your intel constantly changes. Information constantly changes, especially in this stage of the world, the age of information. Things change like that. So the talking point of yesterday may not be the talking point of today. So that's why sometimes it seems like you have inconsistency. I spoke to my uncle a long time ago about a different topic. I'm not going to get into that topic because I want to stay on topic. But the things he always says to me when we do talk, he'll say, your opinion can change because your information changes. And that is true. A lot of these guys that are considered manosphere, red pill space, and all that, the really good guys, they getting new information in real time, for the most part. So their opinion changes, but their core doesn't change. So that's why I really believe red pill is not really dead. How these people putting out there, because red pill just doesn't apply to dating. It applies to the 5 pillars, like SSM would say. That's one of the people I watched during my time, because I watched a whole bunch of different people, but I like the 5 pillars that he talked about. So the 5 pillars he talked about was being on your purpose, being down for your family. Don't put an asterisk in that. The family that's good to you, and your bros, your friends, and he put cats and dogs, and then he put women down at the bottom. At the time, in that rage stage, I guess you could say, I'm like, yeah, put them all the way at the bottom. Matter of fact, put them in the garbage can and stick them all the way down. Put them all the way down at the bottom as you can go. So low they gotta look up to see hell. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I said red pill content is not healthy, right? So when he put those 5 pillars out there, I still was confused about the cat and dog thing. Like, really? Cats and dogs? But he's also an animal lover, loves his cats. But as I started growing and evolving and watching other people's content, I understood what he meant. Like, you always got to be on your purpose. So when people said the red pill is dead, it's not really dead. Because red pill is not just about dating and relationships. That's only a fraction in a piece of it. You have other things that have, well, now it's really dubbed as the after pill. That's kind of seems more what the after pill really is. And it's the whole, just not just accepting things for what they are. It's just moving in other elements of your life. Like maybe your politics, maybe how you just carry yourself, maybe, who knows, how be a better father. There's so many different things that you could use these tools for. So to call something dead, right? Sorry, my real time light's going a little crazy. Sorry about that. But calling a red pill dead, that's kind of like the resistance and going against the change, or at least being informed. Because my mom would say an informed consumer is a good consumer, you know. So in other words, if you do your research and you know everything about whatever product you're about to buy, it just makes you a smart consumer. That's all it is. So it's kind of the same thing. But I do understand why, like your Alba and preachers say, you know, and other content creators that do say that. I understand why they say the red pill is dead, because you do have people that grift. They call them grifters, right? For those who don't know, I'll show my age a little bit, you know, because grifter is like a newer term. But pretty much the easiest way to explain a grifter is somebody capitalizing off people's emotions and pain and things of that nature. That's the easiest way to explain it. It's not the dictionary. Somebody probably put it in the comment section because you know I know you know how the internet is the internet. So, but the whole point of what I'm making is I felt that I had to be addressed because my target for this video for today is somebody that's going through those things and going through that transition. Learn what you can learn, take what you can take, and just don't apply it to your dating. Apply it to other forms in your life. You know what I mean? Like you can use it for other things. And all that kind of stuff. It's really hard. It's hard out here for men. Men don't have it as easy. They don't. Whatever they try to find something to better themselves, people always try to tear you down. Because because I went through that when I discovered some of these red pill spaces, and I was learning the truth and how life is and all of that. my my people, they be like, man, that shit's bullshit and all of that stuff. And I get it. Because what I also thought about too is becoming red pill after pill, if you will, is kind of like when somebody becomes a Christian. And I know, yes, all y'all gonna, oh shit. He talking about Jesus. Hold on, wait, yo, y'all slow down, be easy. Not talking about the actual religion itself. I'm just talking about the cycle of how it is. Okay, yeah, come on, hold on. Yeah, do one of these. Take a breather. I got you. Well, no, sorry, Christians, y'all don't smoke, drink. My bad. So we here now. Cool. So the cycle is when somebody does become born again, they get so excited because they found their purpose. It goes back to what I talked about earlier. They found their purpose. So what they want to do with their purpose is to share their purpose. So they scream it out the mountaintops. And they tell everybody. They don't care who it is. They'll tell the homeless guy on the street, hey, you heard the good news and all that good stuff. Right? And then you got people like, man, shut your stupid ass up with that bullshit. We ain't trying to hear that talk. You better go somewhere. You better, whatever it is they say, right? So then that person who is in that, they kind of lose their esteem. And they get a little sad, a little depressed. But as they mature into their found faith and everything else like that, they end up just moving like everybody else. And they keep their faith and they keep their relationship with God. So the blue pill through after pill, it's kind of like the same thing. You discover these things and you get all excited and everybody's talking their talk and all that kind of stuff. And then, it that's what it turns out to be. But that's not the major part of what I'm trying to get at. Like, I just really wanted to defend more of the journey than the content per se, because when people hear you just say that, they don't understand that you're getting after grifters, the people who are trying to take advantage of people that are going through things and making the transitions that they're making. So that's not really being recognized, and I feel that it should be said so that it's clear. Because, like I said, not all this content is bad. When people are black pilling, but they just dub it as red pill rage, because that's the popular term, is red pill rage, because it's like you go from blue to red. There's no in between. But now that I informed you, there's pills in between and a spectrum, that is all not cut and dry with that. So, I just feel, I don't know if it's going to make it to people, because this topic is a hot topic, because, because we talk about manosphere, red pill, and YouTube algorithms, and all the other algorithms will definitely bring attention. But if you did make it this far, it's really about the journey. It's just a path that it is. And like I said, for somebody that's on this journey, that's going through something, just keep your faith, learn the information that you can, be the best version of the person that you are, and don't let other people discourage you. If you are proud that you found something that made you better, so be it. Like Menace to Society. See, I'm quoting an old movie, and they was having a picnic. The guy that used to play the rock, he played a bunch of other stuff, right? He played Sharif's dad. Side note: Tupac was supposed to play that part of the son, but he got fired by the Hughes brothers. That's a cool other story and all that. You could probably look that up. You'll find it. But the point being, his friends were just like, yo, don't you get tired of him hitting you over the head with the Muslim stuff, all that stuff? And the father said, you know what? I may not believe in Muhammad, but if Muhammad can make him a better person than Jesus, then so be it. That statement is so true in this journey, as far as, you're on your journey to better yourself, because the whole idea is just to better yourself. Not take this content and be vengeful and take revenge and everything else like that. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video, because, I don't want to keep you guys. I just want to address that. I wanted to just give you guys some type of content, because I know it's been a little minute. Still working on that first interview, getting that together, because, schedule conflict. And probably in a couple more weeks, I got a special video for you guys coming up. So I got a few things that I'm cooking up. And also, I do got to give you some shorts. I haven't gave you guys some shorts in a hot minute. I got to give you a little laughter and all of that stuff, my little satire part, but I got to figure that out. But thank you for your time. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for all the support that I have. I'm always going to thank you guys for the support that you are giving me. This journey is a great journey, and there's still more to go. Thank you. Have a good night.